decision.
There's no logic. Okay. There's no logic. You know, I know that the judges are announced. I know that we know who the judges are and all those sorts of things. Don't even tell me their names.
And then 2 months training, like, you know, it's not bad. Like, if you're boxing, like, my performance is okay.
You cannot do this. You cannot rob Pacquiao again. You can't rob him in front of all these people.
Manny Pacquiao couldn't hide his anger after his return to the boxing ring ended in controversy. The legendary Filipino boxer believed he had done enough to secure the win against Mario Barrios, but instead, the bout ended in a majority draw that left fans and pros stunned. The 46-year-old, who came out of retirement after 4 years, looked frustrated as the final scorecards were read out. While one judge had Barrios edging it 115 to 113, the other two judges scored it an even 114 to 114.
The decision is it's not really favor to me. Like, I'm sad, but I did my best. Being a no fight for 4 years, I'm happy for my performance tonight.
The outcome caused an uproar in the boxing community, with many feeling Pacquiao was unfairly denied a victory.
It was really hard for me to give Mario rounds. I thought that, you know, Manny is a systematic fighter. He works, you know, jab, 1-2s. You know, he's always leading with the straight left. I don't feel like Mario took control, took charge at any points. I don't know if he outlanded them at any point in any rounds. It was hard. It's really hard to see from where I was at. But all in all, I just felt like it was, if you had a meter, it was really swaying Manny's way the whole way. You know, so I don't know, man. I think it's bad judging, incompetence as usual, I think, and I'm retired for a reason. You know, I didn't retire because I couldn't get decisions, but you know, simply put, there's a lot that goes on in this game that I don't agree with.
This highly anticipated fight took place at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas and marked a major comeback for Pacquiao, who has won 12 world titles in 8 different weight divisions over his iconic career. Despite the age gap, Pacquiao being 46 and Barrios only 30, the veteran showed up ready, determined, and in surprisingly good form considering the short amount of time he had to prepare.
We had a great fight. Manny fought very well, and he even had a knockdown in there somewhere that didn't get counted, but I thought he won the fight 8-4, but that's the way things go, and we would like a rematch right away, for sure.
He admitted after the match that he had only trained for 2 months due to his commitments to the Philippine elections, which delayed his camp. However, he still managed to go the full distance and looked sharp in several rounds.
4 years layoff and then 2 months training, like, you know, it's not bad. Like, if you're boxing, like, my performance is okay, but you know, it's improving my stamina, my footwork, getting back because 4 years layoff.
Going into the final rounds, Pacquiao was actually ahead on the scorecards, but Barrios managed to rally in the last 3 rounds, which shifted the momentum and likely swayed the final result. Many who watched the fight closely argued that Pacquiao's performance, his discipline, tactics, and control in the ring should have earned him the win. The Filipino star was visibly disappointed, but tried to stay composed as he reflected on the match.
Did you feel you had won the fight, Manny?
Coming back and doing that tonight, you proved a lot of doubters wrong tonight.
Oh yeah, I'm still kicking. I'm still okay. My condition. I'm so thankful to God because of the strength and good health. You know.
Meses por el Latino.
It's not for me, but for God who gave me the strength. I'm still here, being to give inspiration to the boxing world. You know, also you guys, you're a big part and big help to the boxing community to promote the fights and like that. So thankful. Let's keep it up. Thank you.
Do you think we'll fight again at the end of the year? Will you get the rematch?
I think so. We will discuss about it.
As the controversial decision sparked outrage across the boxing world, respected broadcaster Jim Gray didn't hold back his frustration with the judges. Speaking candidly after the fight, he called the outcome a disgrace to the sport and said it damaged the credibility of boxing once again. Gray openly voiced his admiration and support for Manny Pacquiao, stating that in his eyes, there was no question who deserved the win. He firmly believed Pacquiao had done more than enough to earn the victory and insisted that the judges had unfairly taken that moment away from him.
I thought Manny Pacquiao won. Yes, I did.
Clearly, was there any room for
It's clear
discretion?
to me. Clear to me. I'm not a judge, but it's clear to me and clear to my eyes. And it's a shame. It's a shame for boxing. Two judges who, you know, can't decide who the winner is. Really? So yeah, you know, Barrios the champion. I guess you have to beat the champion, and I guess in their eyes they didn't clearly do that. But to me, it was an astounding, amazing, outstanding performance by a 46-year-old man who has not fought in 4 years, who had the stamina, the wherewithal, the guts, the determination, that this is one of the all-time great performances.
Expressing his frustration, Shawn Porter also weighed in on the controversial outcome, making it clear that he no longer trusts the judges. In his view, the decision lacked any sense or logic, and he criticized the judges for what he called a poor understanding of the sport. Porter argued that boxing relies heavily on fair officiating, and in this case, the judges completely misread the fight. He stood firmly in support of Manny Pacquiao, believing that Manny was the rightful winner and the one who truly deserved to have his hand raised.
There's no logic. There's no logic, you know. I know that the judges are announced. I know that we know who the judges are and all those sorts of things. Don't even tell me their names because I wouldn't know anything about them anyway. I just think that there's only, you know, I'm more familiar with the referees. There's referees that I instantly trust when I see them in the ring. I gotta be honest, there ain't one judge, and I don't know them by name, but I don't trust judges. You know, I just really don't. You know, they don't come from this school, so they don't understand this school. You know, they're Harvard. This is Harvard. This is Yale. This is Columbia.
Backing Manny to win, Showbiz the Adult also shared his reaction to the shocking decision. Watching the fight live, he was visibly stunned and described the outcome as a disaster. He strongly criticized the judges, accusing them of outright robbing Manny Pacquiao of a well-earned victory. In his view, such misjudgment should never happen, especially on a stage this big. He emphasized that a legend like Pacquiao should not be disrespected or misjudged in front of the world, calling the decision both unfair and unacceptable.
What the are you kidding me? Pacquiao is a GOAT, one of the greatest ever. What we're witnessing is history. You cannot do this. You cannot rob Pacquiao again. You can't rob him in front of all these people. You cannot rob him in front of all these people. He won in the power shots. He won in the power.
Devin Haney also shared his immediate reaction to the controversial result. In his view, it was clearly Manny Pacquiao who won the fight. Responding with disbelief to the scorecards, Haney felt the decision was unfair and didn't reflect what actually happened in the ring. He was stunned by how the judges scored the bout and expressed sympathy for Pacquiao, who he believed was wrongfully denied the win. Haney also took the moment to reflect on the legacy of Pacquiao, even referencing the long-standing conversations around the Pacquiao-Mayweather fight, highlighting how moments like this continue to shape the narrative of boxing history.
Devin, what you think? Who won, Devin?
I think Manny won 7-5.
Hey, do you want to see that Manny Mayweather rematch, Devin? You want to see that Manny? Devin, you want to see that Manny Mayweather rematch?
No touching.
Chris Algieri, who had previously expressed doubts about Manny Pacquiao's ability to perform at a high level after such a long layoff, was left completely shocked by what he witnessed in the ring. He admitted that Pacquiao's performance stunned him, far surpassing his expectations. Algieri praised Pacquiao for fighting with impressive sharpness, energy, and control, calling it a case of Manny shocking Manny. On the other hand, he criticized Mario Barrios, saying he didn't see any real intensity, swagger, or standout moments from him. In Algieri's view, Barrios was underwhelming, while Pacquiao turned back the clock and delivered a truly remarkable showing.
Super close fight, back and forth. I mean,
Manny shocked me. I didn't think that he was going to be able to do the 12 rounds route. He looked really good until the 12th round. And Barrios just didn't do enough, man. He just was stuck in second gear. It seemed like there were a lot of opportunities for him to take advantage, and he just didn't. Manny did a great job of utilizing the crowd, utilizing his hand speed, his foot speed, some movement just to keep the emotion there. I was saying during the PPV.com live chat, I mean, Barrios fighting with zero swagger, with no attitude. Like, it just wasn't selling anything he was doing. He did a lot of good work, but you had to be really, really watching to see him do it.
Pacquiao was quick to point out that Barrios fought a smart and tough fight. He acknowledged Barrios' ability to throw punches and combinations and maintain good defense, which made it difficult for him to close the show. He also admitted that he wasn't as aggressive as he used to be and that he needed to return to his original fighting style, throwing more punches and pushing the pace more. Still, he believed he had done enough to win the fight and hinted that the outcome may have been influenced by forces beyond just what happened in the ring.
During the fight, he's very, he has strength, and he's very careful to throw a lot of punches. And I think although my performance is good tonight, but I'm not satisfied of my combination tonight. I should throw a lot of punches and more aggressive to knock him out.
Although it wasn't the triumphant return he had hoped for, Pacquiao saw the fight as an inspiration for other fighters, especially those who are older or have been away from the sport. He emphasized that discipline and hard work made this comeback possible, and that even at his age, he could still go toe-to-toe with a younger opponent. He also spoke about how thankful he was to God, saying that his faith has always been a big part of his boxing journey. He saw this performance as a sign that he's now a more tactical and careful fighter, more experienced than he was in his younger years.
Yeah, I think so. Like, I can still do it. For 2 months training, 4 years layoff, and then 2 months training, it's not bad. Like, if you're not boxing, like, my performance is okay. But it's improving my stamina, my footwork, getting back because 4 years layoff.
When asked about his future in boxing, Pacquiao didn't rule out continuing. On the contrary, he sounded hopeful and even called for a rematch. He mentioned that he would have trained for 3 months if not for the delays caused by the national election back home. That lost time, he believes, may have been the difference between a win and a draw. If he does fight again, he intends to start training earlier and come into the ring better prepared, with a more aggressive game plan. He believes that with proper training, he can deliver an even stronger performance next time.
But I'm so happy with my performance for 2 months training and no fight for 4 years. But for me, it's good for in a fight like that. I want 3 months or 4 months training. But it just happened that I was in election in the Philippines. I'm campaigning, so I'm so busy. That's why I start late. But thank you to all the fans. Despite of all those things happen, I did my best. I did my best in the fight, and I really thought that I won the fight. Thank you.
His main motivation for returning to the ring wasn't just about winning titles, it was about leaving a legacy that inspires his countrymen. He wants to make Filipinos proud and show them that age, setbacks, or politics should never be a reason to give up on a dream. To him, boxing is more than just a sport. It's a platform to uplift others and demonstrate that anything is possible with enough willpower.
I thought that after the 12 rounds, I won the fight. Like my analysis, like I won 8-4. That's my analysis for the fight. But the thing is, I'm surprised with the announcement. It's draw. So I did my best in the ring. The fans is it's so happy of my performance. But don't worry, Pac-Man is back, so I'm still here.
Despite the disappointing outcome, Pacquiao's return reignited excitement in the boxing world. Many fans and professionals expressed shock at the decision, stating that the judging seemed questionable. Critics pointed fingers at Premier Boxing Champions PBC, suggesting the promotion may have played a role in the controversial decision. Whether or not that's true, the perception alone was enough to anger Pacquiao, who has always prided himself on fair competition and respect for the sport.
And I know some of you haters would say, oh, he would have beat you. Absolutely not. Mario Barrios wouldn't have won 1 second of a round against me, okay? I had better legs, sharper jab. I would have beat him one-handed. Like, guy's horrible. Like 5'10", 5'11", he fights low. He can't figure out his range. Manny had better legs than him tonight, 46 years old. And Manny's legs, listen, they weren't great, but he was just in that rhythm that he sort of magnetizes you. And so he gets you to watch him instead of Barrios taking control of the round. So yeah, a lot of the rounds were close, I get it. But it was like Manny taking charge of them. Manny was being first most of the time. How do you let a 46-year-old man consistently be first? And bro, you know what the most nauseating thing was for me? The most nauseating thing of all was he keeps coming out touching gloves.
At 46, Pacquiao may not be in his physical prime anymore, but the fire clearly still burns inside him. He proved he can still compete at a high level, and more importantly, he showed that he's not done yet. The decision may have been labeled a draw, but to many, including Pacquiao himself, it felt like a robbery. That frustration could fuel him for one more shot at redemption.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I told my son, you gonna get a second win, or you gonna slow down a lot, man. And he didn't, man.
Yeah.
I had him winning this fight, bro.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Hey, Barrios needed to triple up that jab.
It wasn't even like competitive, man.
Yeah.
Barrios wasn't even throwing.
Yeah. He didn't make him exert his energy at 46.
Yo, he looked scared as bro.
Barrios?
Yeah, he felt something.
Where's Tio? You think it was a draw? Where's Tio?
Nah, hell no.
How'd you have it?
Yo, at least 8-4, you know.
So is that Mayweather rematch still on the table with this draw, or is that do you think that people won't want to see it no more because of the draw is kind of tainted, or?
Nah, man, Manny looked okay today.
Yeah.
Man.
So you go with the rematch, Mayweather.
I think they should do it.
The idea of a rematch is already generating buzz. Fans are eager to see if Pacquiao can adjust his game plan and settle the score properly. If given enough time to prepare, there's a strong belief among his supporters that he can come back sharper, faster, and more dangerous. This first comeback was just a test, and despite the controversial outcome, it proved that Pacquiao still has the skill, heart, and hunger to fight again.
Oh man, Pacquiao won that shit. Pacquiao won that shit. I had it 9-2. Well, no, wait. I always wrong with these numbers. 10-2. I had it 10-2. Well, you know what? 9-3. I always have it wrong with these numbers.
What'd you think about the fight? Why'd you think Manny won?
Velocity, like the amount of punches that were connecting, and then every last 10 seconds and stuff, he was just showing the more aggressive punches.
Lope, he was in the middle of giving us an epic breakdown.
Yeah.
While the result may have been disheartening, the fight itself was a testament to Pacquiao's legacy. Few boxers at his age would dare step back into the ring, let alone go toe-to-toe with a much younger opponent and almost pull off a win. That alone has earned him even more respect. As the dust settles, many are waiting to see what he does next. But one thing is certain, Manny Pacquiao is not done writing his story just yet.
I said the casino don't want to let Manny lose. So the casino don't want to let Manny lose. And I knew it was rare, right? Because Mario Barrios just came off of a draw. But I said, man, I don't know why. But it's right there, baby. It's right there. First ticket. You guys are blocking it. First ticket. You got to move to the right. Move to the right, please. Wait, how much you win? You won $8,500. Easy work. Easy work. I don't know. Maybe I know boxing. Maybe I don't. I don't know what I know. I know a few things. Look, what I tell everybody, Mario Barrios has a good jab. I said his strength is his poise. He stayed poised and composed the whole time. His jab was really good tonight. I said, and he needs to make the old man. He needs to make the old man use those legs. He did.
And there you have it, boxing's biggest robbery in recent memory, and the world is watching. From stunned fans to outspoken pros, the message is loud and clear. Manny Pacquiao was the true winner, and the judges got it all wrong. Whether it was Jim Gray calling it a disgrace, Sean Porter slamming the judging, Showbiz the adult reacting in real time, or Chris Algieri eating his own words, this decision has left a sour taste across the fight game. But the real question is, what's next for Manny? Will we see the rematch he's calling for? Will justice ever be served in the ring? One thing's for sure, this fight isn't over, not by a long shot. If you're just as fired up about this as we are, don't miss a beat. Hit that subscribe button on Ring Rivalry, turn on the notifications, and join the debate. We've got breakdowns, expert takes, behind-the-scenes insights, and everything boxing fans live for. This is Ring Rivalry, where controversy meets combat. Stay in the fight.